So it has been over 24 hours since I've seen Jordan Peele's third movie, Nope. Girl, let's talk about it.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
So what's going on, you all? We have to talk about Jordan Peele's third movie, Nope, releasing this Friday. I got a chance to see an early screening for it, thanks to my girl Pay Away, aka Sharonda, over there at her YouTube channel. I appreciate her so much for inviting me to go see this. I actually had no intention of seeing this movie at all. The trailer just didn't do anything for me. I was like, girl, I'm not falling for another one of those trailers and stuff, and we're not really getting much, and you know, I'm not understanding. And then I end up seeing the movie, and all of the things that I thought were going to be significant in the trailer did not end up delivering well. Like, the things that came up in my head were better than the actual movie, like it did with Us. I didn't want to go through that again. I do think that Jordan Peele does a really good job of creating buzz and attention around his movies. The way he releases these trailers and stuff, even how when you went inside to go to the movies and stuff, you saw the little thing that you stand in front of, you take pictures and stuff. That, you know, they had those wacky inflatable tube man things, the little things that be in front of the car places and stuff. They had that, and they had that as a little thing outside of the movies to attract folks. Like, this is Nope's little thing. I don't know what you call it. I'm not a movie theater person, so I don't know what it's called. But just like the PR around it, it's just like, it's giving. It's giving. And I went to go see it, and I'm going to talk about the movie, what I thought about it in the beginning of this review, and I'm gonna get into spoilers later on. I might do a thorough breakdown probably sometime next week as I process the movie and see it again. But I will say that the movie was good. To me, this is Jordan Peele's best movie. I did not like Us. I liked Get Out, but watching Get Out again, I don't know if it still holds the significance it did back when it was first released. But I think that this movie was good. Jordan Peele did a really good job of making this thing that would not work with other folks. Like, he took what his spin on a villain or something that scares folks, and he remixed it. Like, he changed it up. Like, if you just look at the actual villain, you're not really scared. It's like, if I was to see that, I was like, oh girl, what is this, like a balloon sheet? What's this like? I'm not really terrified. But the way Jordan Peele does with cinematography and the writing and the sounds and all of these things, like, oh my gosh, girl, I'm out here scared of a tank top. Like, I'm out here scared of a t-shirt that's being like with helium inside of. Like, I'm scared of this thing, and Jordan Peele did a really, really good job of that. I'm really shocked, to be honest. And you all know I have no problems giving people their their things when it's time and when it's good. And this was good. This was good. I really think that everyone should go see it. I think you should go see it. I think for folks who, are theater people, movie folks who like movies and stuff, like, go see it. But folks, I don't know how the general public is going to react to this, but I know folks who are moviegoers and enjoy a good movie, I think I can see why they are liking this film. Now, there are some things in this film that I was like, I'm not sure about it. I think the pacing was very much on point. The pacing, like, sometimes the pacing can ruin a movie for me. It's just like, oh girl, it's too slow. For me, I was engaged. Now, I was one of the folks, I didn't get that much sleep the night before. And I try to kind of rest up whenever I go see a movie, because the movies is a very comfortable place, girl. You got your little $20 popcorn and your $50 drink. You might nod off like me. I nod off a little bit, but I did not. Like, there's been a couple of movies I've seen since the pandemic that just didn't hold my attention, and I just nodded off. And I did not fall asleep watching this. Like, I was like, oh girl, what's coming next? Keke Palmer delivered it. Sometimes Keke Palmer comes off as a one note, as a person who's met her, who's interviewed about her. Sometimes she does like one note things, but her character was written very well. I think this was kind of different from what Keke Palmer does a little bit, but I was kind of just a little bit. Like, this isn't Keke Palmer, this is Keke Palmer playing a character. And it was good. Like, and I think that doesn't mean that Keke Palmer is not a talented actress. I think that's just probably how I receive her voice, and how, you know, I hear her voice so much doing things that sometimes it's kind of tired. It's kind of hard to take away from this, because Keke Palmer has so many memes and so many things. I mean, so many funny clips throughout, like, social media. So when I hear her voice, I'm hearing these things. So it's kind of hard for me to differentiate. Oh, I hate saying that word. It's kind of hard for me to, like, distance that. Like, it's hard. So, but I think Keke Palmer played this character like, there was boy. Like, that part, it was really, really good. It was good. I really think that Jordan Peele did a really good job of misleading a lot of folks. That's all I'm gonna say. He misled some folks, like, he really did. Some people compared this movie to Jaws or Signs or something, and I can kind of see that as the, you know, the villain doesn't, like in Jaws, I'm pretty sure when people were seeing Jaws, like, they knew that it wasn't a real shark or whatever, but just like how they were able to make this thing scary, like, all of the things that made us like, oh girl, I'm in this, and I was immersed in this. I was in this movie. I was like, oh girl, I want to know what's going on. Daniel Kaluuya did an amazing job. Like, honestly, what's from all the stuff I'm hearing about Black Panther 2, girl, it's probably best that Daniel Kaluuya was on this movie versus Black Panther 2, because I'm not sure how Black Panther 2 is going to do with all of the, like, the drama and stuff around it. But this movie ate. This movie ate, left no crumbs. I will give it an 8 out of 10, to be honest. I think the writing was good, the pacing was good. The only thing, the pacing that was off was when they started to, wanted to, like, you saw from the trailer, they wanted to film this thing, and they just kind of jumped really quick, like, oh, we saw it. And it's like, if we're gonna say that black folks are saying, nope, I ain't doing that, then black folks would have been interested. Traditional black folks would have been like, girl, I'm gone, I'm not gonna be worried about this. But capitalism comes to play, like, even though this thing is dangerous or whatever, we need to be making money, because this is not the most dangerous, scary thing. The most dangerous, scary thing is not being able to survive because you don't have any coins, you don't have any money. Like, girl, that's what's scary. So, as we move on and transition, I'm gonna give people an opportunity to go ahead and click pause. Girl, put their drink down, stop cooking your food, honey. Turn the air fryer off, girl, and come and press pause on this, because now we're gonna get into spoilers. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spoiler alert. So, girl, the monster was a damn bed sheet, almost. Like, the monster, girl, it's a big sheet that is taking pictures and absorbing folks. And it was giving me the Alien Clown movie, the way they were getting sucked up. Girl, come to find out, it's not even a UFO. It is a monster that is living inside this cloud. It's been staying inside this cloud for the longest. It's been inside of this cloud. And anything that looks at it is going to be sucked in. Now, there was a couple of things I recognized when they was coming into the little ranch or whatever. They had this horse and was doing this. And I said, oh girl, this is some significance. Like, this is something going on with this. Like, it's finna come. So the monster absorbed it because he was looking at it. And like, it sucked it up and then it spit it out. I said, girl, I don't like this. The sounds that this monster made scared the hell out of me. Like, I was like, oh girl, she was sucking. And the tornado girl, it was sucking the girls up and spitting it back out. Now, I don't think that Stephen Young, who played Glenn in The Walking Dead, his character, I don't remember his character's name, but the whole thing with the Gordon thing, the monkey just did not, the chimpanzee just did not work for me. I think Steven could have been used better for something, like, instead of him just like being a placeholder or something. It was just kind of just underwhelming. Like, I don't think he was utilized wisely at all. We got a connection to, a lot of folks were trying to figure out who was the burn victim and what that had to do anything with it. Come to find out, she was, hurt by the chimpanzee that, what's her name, was in the show with. And she survived. So, okay, we got connections. There was things that were put in the trailer to misdirect us and misguide us. And a lot of, movies, do this. A lot of studios do this. They did that with Marvel, all of Marvel's movies and stuff. But I think this was the best. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. And it was done very well. I'm trying to think of other things. Like, even Daniel didn't get like sucked up by this thing because he never made eye contact with people. And you kind of saw that when the horse thing, like, you know, they put the thing in front of the horse and the horse just got scared. There was connections there. This is how you do it. You put connection, you put stuff in here to be like, oh, okay, this is what this, like you teach the audience. Like we come in, we introduce that, hey, you know, this happened, this can harm the animal, and then we're gonna come back to it and we're gonna utilize it later. Like that's how you do a movie good. Like you put little things in and then you explain it. And then later on, you're like, oh, okay, just like the thing looking up, it's like, oh, okay, now we know that you're not supposed to look up. Like, that's how you teach an audience to learn your movie, to learn what's going on. And Jordan Peele did a really fantastic job at this. This movie was good, girl. She's giving 8.5. We all know we love an 8.5, period. But the movie was delicious. I took some time to review it. I didn't want to get in front of the camera too quick, premature, and talk about the movie because I wanted to really digest it and sit with it, because oftentimes the hype will have us, you know, getting in and doing whatever. I'm very interested in general audiences and how people are going to react to this movie and stuff, because there were some people who's like, oh girl, I wasted 2 hours and 15 minutes. But moviegoers, people who are theater folks, the white folks was in there, they was in there tickled. The white folks was in there tickled pink. They was in there laughing. I guess there was a lot of references and stuff to other things, because they were talking about Chris Kattan from Saturday Night Live. Like, the white people were laughing. I didn't catch some of the jokes, because I was like, girl, this is clearly some white folks comedy and stuff, but this ain't me. But she was funny. She was good. There was funny moments. Like I said, Keke Palmer definitely deserves some awards for this. Daniel Kaluuya deserves some awards for this. It was just really good. It was really, really good. I want to do a deeper analysis of this movie sometime probably next week. I'm gonna go see it again. I do want to thank my girl again, Sharonda, aka Pay Her Way. Please subscribe and support her YouTube channel. She does stuff like this all the time, and she's really good at it, okay? She is good at it, so I appreciate her. I appreciate you all for watching this. Tell me what you thought about the movie. If you've seen it, are you interested in seeing it from watching my review? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, I'll talk to y'all later on. Bye.